Chilled water is required in many applications, including for drinking water and some engineering applications. So, refrigeration and air conditioning is also used to decrease the temperature of water. For such an application, water cooler is most commonly used appliance that is found in various hostels, public places, schools, restaurants, and other applications. So we have brought an old water chilling unit that can be seen from the front. It has two taps for taking out the water from the chiller. So for demonstration purpose, we have dismantled it partially. From the top, if I remove this top cover of the water cooler, then we can see a water tank. The tank is filled with normal water, and then it gets chilled by means of the evaporator coil that is somewhere inside this box. The whole box is chilling unit or evaporator unit. The cooling coil or evaporator coils are inside this steel plate. Now, if we remove the front portion that I have already removed by removing some screws, then you can see the internal components. So this front cover I have removed. This is drain water pipe to drain the water, a small filter, so I'll keep it aside. Now come to the internal components of the water cooler. As we can see, the main component is a hermetically sealed compressor that is mounted on 4 foundation bolts, duly fitted with rubber packing, as you can see, to minimize the vibration effect. So they are supported with the rubber packings and the bolts, and the compressor is not touching the body of water cooler. Some gap is given, as you can see, there is a gap. So the gap is kept so that there should not be touching with the body. It will affect the heat transfer from the body to the surface. The other reason is the air that is being sucked by the condenser fan is also passing through the bottom, this way, so that the shell of the compressor remains considerably cold, because when compressing the refrigerant, it gets heated. So the temperature of the entire shell should remain within the tolerable limit. So this air helps in the cooling of the compressor. As we can see, the specification of the compressor is given at the number plate. As we can see, the number of this Kirloskar made compressor is KC 15-4E. Similarly, another number plate is here. Light arrangement is not here with me today. And the electric connections, you can say the relay inside this. So if I remove this, you can see the relay. Like that. If I open this box, you can see the internal connection. So the 3 wires going inside the compressor cell, red, black and white again. Here there is a connection, and one okay. So this is the compressor and a fan at the center again, mounted somewhere at the back, if you can see, like that. The specification, this is again a fractional horsepower motor of about quarter horsepower motor. So this motor is capacitor start and capacitor run motor. So depending upon the capacity of the water cooler, motor is selected. And this is condenser and the electrical parts and the thermostat that I have shown you on that day, the sensor or bulb of the thermostat is going to the evaporator at the back side to sense the temperature. And now if we trace the circuit of the water cooler, as we know, there is a discharge pipe coming out from the compressor. This one, when compressor is on, the high temperature, high pressure compressed refrigerant is coming out from this pipe. This is discharge pipe, and it ought to go to the condenser. As you can see, the condenser inlet pipe going to the condenser, this condenser unit. As you can see, the finned condenser, the refrigerant gets condensed in the condenser and then it comes out at the bottom, and from the bottom the liquid refrigerant pass through a filter which is here and then comes into a capillary. A very long capillary tube is used in this case. In air conditioner case, we have seen the capillary length was very less, but in case of water cooler or refrigerator, the capillary length is very much, because the temperature required is in the order of minus 20 or 15. So the capillary tube and then expanded refrigerant enters into the evaporator from this point, and here this is this box. The whole box is made as evaporator or cooling coil, and after getting the cooling effect, the refrigerant that is boiled coming back from this return pipe and enters into the compressor again. Here the welded portion, the pipe duly welded, this is suction pipe. So this way cycle of the refrigeration completes. And another thing, as we can see, this pipe is welded, gas welded or braced at one side. So this is known as service pipe or charging pipe. In case due to any reason if refrigerant get leaks from the system, then this additional pipe can be used as service port. So in that case we have to cut this pipe from here and we have to connect charging pipeline from this end, and system can be evacuated first and then can be charged with the fresh refrigerant. And after charging the system we can again close it by means of brazing. As you can see, I can show you more clearly. So this is the front panel, the side view, and the back side. As you can see the connections, water inlet, we have removed these connections, and the one overflow inlet. The overflow pipe is also here. In case if water tank is filled above the limit, then the excess water drains out from this pipe. And at the back, condenser can be seen. So this is plug. I kept it aside, and the condenser. The selector switch to select the temperature range of the cooling water. The circuit diagram of the system, as you can see. Now I removing this cover. I just hanged a screw. All other screws I have already removed. So you can see the condenser, compressor, condenser. This is thermostatic switch. And the sensor going under the evaporator. The copper pipes of the condenser and the field circuits. So the tank, this tank, evaporator tank or cooling water container is a thick wall. As you can see, the wall is thick. Actually this is double walled, and first this stainless steel sheet and cooling coil around the whole periphery, and then thick insulation wall by means of glass wool or other insulating material is filled, and then the outer plate, so that system remains maximum insulation and avoid heat loss to the environment. Thank you.